Let's talk about hot cross buns for trombone. Find that on page 6 and look at the top of the page. There's a notes and review box, and it reminds you of the letter names of each note, the line that they're on, and the slide position. I want you to memorize that. B flat is on the second line up. C is on the second space. D is on the middle line. E flat is the third space up, and F is on the fourth line. First position is all the way in. Third position is right about here, just a little bit in front of the bell. Fourth position is about 2 inches past. And sixth position is pretty much where your arm can reach, but I do not want you to overstretch. Also, be sure you have 2 fingers and a thumb. If you're using a fist, you cannot reach as far as with your fingers, okay? So, look at hot cross buns and figure out what the first note is. It's on the middle line, and that is D. So we're going to start in 4th position. Then our second note is C. That's on the second space. We're going to go to 6th position. And then our third note is B flat. We're going to come all the way back into B flat. I'm going to take this chance to remind you guys to hold the instrument correctly with a thumb here and fingers here. When you come from 6th position into 1st, really fast. If you are not holding it correctly, you might get pinched. If your hand is down here, do you see where the slide meets here? If you're doing that, you might get pinched right there, okay? But if your fingers are all up here on this top part, you'll be just fine, okay? I also want to say that I do not want you to learn this song based on watching my instrument and watching my slide and copying what I do. I want you to read the notes in the book, and by reading the notes, play the notes, okay? Now, I'll show you in the video, but I also want you to have your book out, reading the notes in the book, okay? So here's our first note of hot cross buns. Be sure you're high enough. That note is too low, and that won't work to play hot cross buns. Here's your first note again. Squeeze your lips, faster air if you're too low. Second note, 6th position, C. Third note, B flat all the way in. These are half notes. They get 2 beats each. And here's what those 3 notes sound like. Putting those 3 notes together. I'll play that again. Notice how I'm moving my slide fast from one note to the next to the next. Okay? If you look ahead, the next thing is the same 3 notes. So now I'm going to play 6 notes. There's a half rest in between those notes. That half rest gets 2 beats. You'll hear that when you go back and listen to how I played that. 3 notes, and a half rest, and then 3 more notes. My next measure is 4 B flats. You see only 1 flat sign, but because they're all in the same measure, they are all the same note. There's not a flat sign on each of those notes, but they're all in the same line, and there's a flat sign at the beginning. So all of the notes in that measure on that line are all B flat. Let me play it for you. With my tongue, I am going ta, 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 ta. And that is how I'm starting each quarter note. Do not do this. I'm going hoo, like that. Too much work and it doesn't sound good. So I'm going to whisper it for you. You can hear my air and you can hear my tongue. I'm going to do it through the trombone. Listen again, try that with me. My air does not stop, the air keeps going, and I am tonguing each note. Now I'm going to play it. My next note is C, and that is sixth position. I'm doing the same thing, ta, 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 ta. I'm not singing it, but I'm making you hear the T sound to start each note. I'll put those together. And the last three notes are the same as the beginning. Here's the whole song. Go. Let's go back and practice that several times, and I look forward to hearing you play that in class.